In this video, we will go through required steps to create a ZentriOS application, ZAP, that connects to IBM Bluemix and exchange data. This tutorial is based on the Developer Works recipe published under the name Introducing ZentriOS Application Support for IBM Watson IoT Platform. The first step is to create an IBM Bluemix account. Open a web browser at https://developer.ibm.com/sso/bm registration and complete the required details to register. Once you've created an account, sign in and go to the Bluemix console, https://console.ng.bluemix.net. We already have a pre-existing account we'll use here, Bluemix3@zentri.com. Once logged in, the dashboard will be loading to something like shown. Select Catalog in the top right menu bar to create an Internet of Things Platform Starter application. The IoT Platform Starter is found under the Boilerplate section. Alternatively, you can use the search box to find it. Once selected, it will forward you to next steps to fill in the data. You will be prompted to fill the fields, app name, host name, and domain. Fill the data and press the Create button at the bottom of screen. Once the application is created, it will take few minutes to start. Wait till you get the message your application is running. After, we need to create an online device that will be used later to connect the Zentri board. To create device, head to the IoT service through clicking the service link, Internet of Things Platform Starter. That will open the service home screen, where you can launch the dashboard at the bottom. When dashboard opens, you can see a link to create a new device at the left pane of the page. When adding a device for first time, you will be asked to create a device type first. Do that and name the device type you want. That name will be used later in our application. Just device type name is needed, and leave other fields set to default. Now, we need to name the device itself. We recommend using a unique name generated using your device MAC address. Address can be obtained via serial command getulan.mac. Here, we are using device name as Zentri XXXX, where XXXX is the least significant 4 bytes of the Zentri module MAC address. Leave the other parameters to their default values. Then, press the Add button. Once device is created or registered, you will get the device credentials. Keep them in file as we will be using them later throughout our tutorial. Next step, we want to add an API key that will be used later to authenticate an external application. Use the Bluemix organization. The application here will be built using Node-RED. To add it, from the left pane head to Access, then generate API key. Keep the key and token in a text file as it cannot be retrieved later. Next step is to create the Node-RED application. We have chosen Node-RED to implement the cloud application that runs on Watson platform. The application will send commands through Bluemix to our connected device to instruct it to do something. To start the application, open a browser at appname.mybluemix.net. Where app name is the name of your application created earlier. Now, copy the code from step 5 in the recipe, and import it to the Node-RED application. That is using the Import Clipboard menu option to the right top of the editor. The diagram will show directly in the editor. Once imported, some of the diagram nodes and parameters need to be configured to use the API key and device name obtained earlier. First node to configure is Push to Topic node. Double-click and set the device ID to the device ID created in previous step. Same for Subscribe to Topic node. Later, you need to configure the API key and token. From the right menu choose Configuration Nodes, and from the config view at the right choose Zentri API variable. Copy the API token and key you saved earlier to the parameter fields and save. After that you can deploy your whole application, which will be live instantaneously. Now, the Bluemix and application side are ready. Back to device side, we need to update our module to the product that works for this tutorial. We created already a product and we will now update our module to it. Set Wi-Fi SSID and passkey first, then claim your device if not claimed earlier. You need to use your DMS username and password to claim. After use the following command in the serial console. DMS activate Zentri Bluemix recep. And OTA-F. The device will be updated to latest bundle of this product. Note, this tutorial assumes you are using AMW106 module. The next step is to configure some ZAP parameters. Set your organization ID. Set your device ID, created in step 2 earlier. Note that if device ID ends with hash as it is currently set by default, the last 4 digits of the MAC address are appended to it. Set device authentication token. Then save and reboot. Once device starts, the application will automatically run and connects to Bluemix. Both sides are now ready. To send command to device use the Node-RED flow diagram to trigger any of the defined commands, start, stop, or periodic. The messages sent will appear on the device console. We can see that device also sends data to Node-RED through Bluemix. Once periodic command is received, messages start to be sent from device to application. This can be viewed on the Node-RED Debug tab. Conclusion. In this video, we learned how to use ZentriOS to communicate with what's an IoT platform. Also, we went through the steps required to set up your own organization on the IBM Bluemix platform. The Node-RED application presented here is as simple as possible to demonstrate the data exchange. In a similar way, and with some experience with Node-RED, you can build a more complex application that processes this data or even exchange it with another third-party cloud solution. Thanks for watching.